Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. So, once again, welcome to Vet It's You YouTube channel. So, in this video, I will be sharing my experiences throughout the first year through some tips and tricks that will help you to skyrocket your productivity. So, let's get started. So, first of all, I would like to tell you that whenever you will be entering in your veterinary college, you will be encountering a wide and broad spectrum of the subject along with the different terminologies. For example, you have tons of terminologies in the first year for veterinary anatomy, different clinical conditions in the livestock production management, and the veterinary physiology. So, learning all these terminologies, clinical conditions can be time taking and tedious. So, here are just 10 essential tips just to skyrocket your productivity, and I think one must follow these tips so as to get the maximum outcome from the little time you all have in your veterinary college learning all these 19 subjects. Getting over, the first essential tip that you must follow is the additive spatial memory. Basically, the additive spatial memory is the another form of the memory other from the visual and the writing stuffs that actually originates in the motor cortex region of the brain rather than the prefrontal cortex. So simply what I am trying to say is that if you add a specific action along with your reading and writing, you can learn something much better. For example, if you are trying to learn the planes of the body, just imagine a body of an animal in front of you and along with the reading and writing stuff, add some specific actions just to denote the particular plane, whether it is sagittal, transverse, median, etc. Along with the easy learning, with the help of additive spatial specific actions, it will also help you to demonstrate it to somebody. This additive spatial memory is very useful in studying the veterinary anatomy and in some cases the physiology or the livestock production management too. The second tip is called as the retrograde learning. Basically, every veterinarian knows that the heart of studying the Bachelor of Veterinary Science and the animal husbandry resides in the clinical practices. So, what I mean to say that develop your concepts on the basis of clinical cases, not the clinical cases on the basis of concepts that what you have read through the theory. In the nutshell, the practical knowledge is much more important in building your concepts rather than just reading and learning the theory portion. So, this was retrograde learning, learning backward, not forward. Just try it out sometime and it would be really helpful. The third tip I would like to tell you that most people didn't know about it, that is symbiotic memorization. So what happens is that get your roommate or any of the friend or partners which have same or slightly less or more knowledge in a particular subject or the topic you are discussing, and then ask a series of questions with each other having different answers. So for an example, if a person knows little less about the anatomy and you ask him or her a question that where we found the check ligament, and if that person didn't know the answer, then you can answer it that it is found in the case of equines and help in restricting the abduction movement. So here you can see the two benefits of the symbiotic memorization is that the person who is listening to the answers and different questions will retain it in his or her memory, and along with the person explaining to him or her will also revise the topic. Simply, you can apply this method with different subjects like veterinary physiology, livestock production management. So basically, if you are living in your hostel, you can try this method out with your room partners, your friend out there, and it will be very, very productive. So the next point is the Feynman method. Basically, the Feynman method is a method devised by a great physicist of the 20th century, Sir Richard Feynman. Simply, it have four stages. The first one is that grab a concept, read thoroughly about it, and then take a concept, try to explain it to yourself or a friend, and then find the spaces or the lacunae where you weren't able to recall it properly while explaining it to your friend or yourself, and then the final explanation, including all the important terminologies, definitions, and each and every sphere of that particular topic. So simply, it will not help you to just memorize the particular topic very nicely. Along with this, it will help you to improve your viva skill as you are explaining it to your friend or yourself. Adding to this, the third stage in the Feynman method, where you are finding your lacunae and pinpointing the locations inside the topic where you find it difficult to understand and didn't explain it properly to yourself and your friend, so you can directly reach out to your professors, your batchmates, your friendly seniors to just make that particular picture of the topic more clear. The fifth and the most important one is the law of diminishing returns. So simply it states that the quality matters the most than the quantity. So it doesn't matter that how many hours you are giving to a particular topic, but what matters the most is what's the productive hour you are providing towards a particular topic or any subject. So, in a nutshell, just take small steps every day and not just one a giant staircase. For an example, if you are able to read 80 pages in 2 hours, so the amount of the information your brain will be retaining in those first 2 hours will be significantly more than the information it will be retaining in the next 2 hours. That means if you are keep on adding hours and hours to your study, the amount of the information retaining by your brain will be reduced significantly. And then the point comes where there is a plateau, and even after that, a declining phase. That means that you are just reading and wasting your time, and nothing is just retaining by your brain. So, what I would suggest is just break the topic, read them in a particular hours or each day, and intermingle it with different subjects. So that brings us to the next topic, that is repeated space revisions. So here what I would suggest, that whenever you read any new topic, just make the note of that particular topic, and the first day where you first learn it, just read the notes 4 times a day, whatever the time suits you. So the day one you read it 4 times, moving on the second day just read it 3 times a day, then so on. The third day just read it twice, in the morning and in evening, and the fourth day just read it once. So what it would do, that since you are reading these notes so many times a day, your brain will fix the information that whatever it is written in its pictographic memory, but it also helps you to revise it very quickly. So, for example, you are reading these notes in 1 hour a day, then the time you just spend on reading these notes in the first day will significantly reduce in a second day, and so on. And the fourth day, you will be able to revise the topic very quickly. The seventh tip is the synchronized reading and learning. So for an example, let's say you just completed reading the muscles of the forelimb in the veterinary anatomy, and then you move towards the blood supply or the artery supplying to the forelimb. So while studying the blood supply to the forelimb, just try to correlate it with the muscles of the forelimb in your own way that help you to connect both the topics and will make the picture of the whole blood supply along with the muscle more clear to you. Simply, it will help you in the two ways. So, the first one is that if you are able to correlate the myology portion of the forelimb with the blood supply of the forelimb in your own way, then it will help you to stay motivated, isn't it? And if you are not able to just correlate the particular topics of the myology of forelimbs with the blood supply, then you can just read it out once again, the particular topic from the myology portion that will help you to clear your concepts. Moving on, the next essential tip and the most important one is the flow charts. Habits of making flow chart is very important while learning any of the topic in any of the subjects of the veterinary. So for an example, if you just read the fate of hemoglobin in the veterinary physiology, you might not remember it after 2 or 3 weeks. But if you are able to make the flowchart of that particular topic, it will retain in your memory for the long lasting period and will make the topic quite more clear while just reading the theory portion. Simply, the flowcharts are the summary of the topic that summarize and concise the whole topic in a very efficient and a easy way and help you to memorize it efficiently. So, the ninth tip is the Mozart effect. Personally, I believe it might be helpful to some students or might not be helpful to others. Simply, it states that soothing your brain is the best way to train it. And the way you calm your brain is depend on yourself, that whether you are okay with listening rap music, instrumental music, or hanging with your friends out in the spaces. So simply it does that the any other thoughts in your brain will be suppressed and the subconscious will be more active. So now you can just take the informations from the book and just put it in your brain. It will be very efficient learning. Now this brings me to the next and the 10th most important tip, that is the mindset, which most of the people overlook. Simply that if you go to read a subject, there are two ways to read it. So the first is that if you go over with the attitude of reading and you just read the topic, and the another way is that you go with the attitude of learning, and this learning attitude will develop the interest in that particular topic of yours, and the interesting topics will retain more efficiently and easily in your brain. Because a well-known fact from the physiology that if you don't have any emotional context with the topic, it will be thrown out immediately. So if you are curious to know, the curiosity will do the most of the work for you. So these are my essential tips that I used to follow and firmly believe that it will help you all to skyrocket your productivity. So thanks for watching this video. Your support is incredible and mind blowing. Thanks for the watching.